Hi, my name is Elisa.
And I'm Dylan.
I will be presenting our non-trivial project on creating a biorisk benchmark. The Black Death killed 200 million people, and more recently, COVID-19 killed almost 7 million people. Biological disasters have scarred human history, and for instance, the 200 million we were talking about earlier represented 5 to 14% of the world's population. Biorisk refers to the risk associated with biological materials and infectious agents. Global catastrophic biological risk is the worst-case scenario, in which biological agents could lead to widespread disaster beyond collective capability to control. Some experts even estimate that there is 1 in 100 chance of a JCBR leading to human extinction within the next 100 years.
So our project focuses specifically on the possibility of AI models exacerbating this risk. There are two ways it can do this. The first is through biological design tools, which are expected to increase the ceiling of the capability for misuse of biological agents. The second is through LLMs, which are expected to greatly increase the number of actors that have the capacity to cause this harm. So currently, the contributions of LLMs to this risk are quite limited. For example, if you were to ask ChatGPT for help creating a biological weapon, it wouldn't be much use. But companies such as Anthropic suggest that this risk will increase substantially as more advanced AI models are introduced. So our project focuses specifically on information hazards from these LLMs. And an information hazard is a risk that arises from the spreading of true information. So for biorisk, this is specifically some information that could enable bad actors to develop biological weapons. And as LLMs increase access to all information, they will naturally increase access to information hazards as well if we don't take specific steps to prevent this.
Thus, our proposal. The importance of a biorisk benchmark lies in biological catastrophes such as pandemics carrying the risk of being highly damaging to society or even irrecoverable. As advanced AI models are developed, this risk is projected to increase due to harmful biological weapons becoming more accessible. Regarding the tractability, well, why a benchmark? A benchmark can have an amplified effect, as measurement tools are used by everyone working on solutions from AI researchers to policymakers. And this is also a highly neglected area of both biorisk and AI alignment. While AI safety benchmarks are widely used, no mechanisms currently exist to measure and assess the potential of LLMs to contribute to biorisk. Creating a benchmark has two big steps. The first being the research step, which means determining the harmful information. We classify this information into data hazards, idea hazards, and attention hazards.
Then we create base prompts, which attempt to extract these various pieces of harmful information from the model. From there, we take this database of base prompts and expand it by creating small variations to the wording and the direction of the prompts, which will help to reduce the noise associated with different wordings affecting the models differently. We've also created some versions of these prompts that incorporate specific jailbreaks in order to determine how likely the safety features of LLMs are to be bypassed.
As mentioned, the first step in developing a benchmark was determining the information that constitutes biorisk. A data hazard is the inappropriate dissemination of biological data. An idea hazard is an AI model suggesting new ways of using published techniques to make data usable. And an attention hazard is an AI model drawing attention to known data or ideas that could be dangerous.
So we made 3 specific types of prompts that align with these 3 different risks. The first is direct specific prompts, which are asking for specific information that would constitute a data hazard. The second are direct open-ended prompts, which are trying to extract ideas and idea hazards. And the third are indirect prompts, which measure the model's tendency to draw attention to specific biorisks. So once we have these base prompts, we put them into the different models that we're testing, and we get the outputs and grade them based on first the tendency of the model to refuse or accept the input And if the model provides a response, then we grade it based on the accuracy of that response. And then we created the expanded benchmark from these base prompts and repeated this grading step where we get the outputs and determine how likely they are to contribute to this biorisk.
After trying the benchmark on a couple of models, we have a few takeaways. The first one being that censored safe models such as GPT 3.5 will respond to about 40% of direct prompts, whereas uncensored models such as OpenOrca Platypus 213b will respond to near 100% with varying degrees of accuracy. Regarding more indirect prompts, censored models are generally successful at avoiding idea hazards and attention hazards with indirect prompts, but still occasionally make mistakes. You can see the rest of our takeaways in our write-up.
So the next steps for our project will be to first determine how to best release the results. Releasing a benchmark like this publicly has some drawbacks. For example, it could be trained on by models or used as a target by AI researchers, which would greatly reduce its ability to be a good measurement. So we want to find a way to share the benefits of the benchmark while minimizing these risks. Another next step could be to look into how autonomous AI systems also carry biorisk. So our benchmark primarily focuses on the risk of a human being assisted by an AI model. But another related risk is the idea of these models acting on their own to create such bioweapons and hazards. Thank you.